Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Carbon Racing Series. For the first time in quite a while, it's on my YouTube channel. Due to technical difficulties with Twitch at the minute, which means, yeah, we've got some... It's not going particularly great, is it? But, yes, we're here at the Miami Grand Prix for what is round 5 of CRS Season 5. There's a rather funky circuit around the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, which will soon be the first, or is it the first? Oh, one of 3 races in the United States in 2023. You have 3 different types of tyres here, hards, mediums and softs, from higher durability to higher grip. Currently, in the Drivers' Championship, we have, leading the way, Mr. Quibus? Apparently Quibus. Bradley... I don't know what happened. Unfortunately, last week I wasn't able to stream, but Quibus has evidently taken the lead in the driver's standings, ahead of Bradley, who evidently hasn't taken much of a clean sweep. It looks like he took 5th place at Imola. That means Alfa Romeo is leading the way. Dan Edwin and Leonard, Faco and Ivan, quite a ways behind. Now, due to the fact that the stream has been heavily delayed by the Twitch technical difficulties, that means we're going to be jumping into the session halfway through Q1. That's not great. Oh, I just need to remember that. There we go. Right, so... the controller's being pissy again. You've disconnected the controller. No, I didn't disconnect it. Anyway, oh, that sounds rather quiet, doesn't it? Let's just see. I did fiddle with some of the audio settings. That should be fine. That should be fine. So, Q1, actually, oh yeah, we are halfway through at the minute. So, how are things standing at the minute? Let's just pull up the track map. Ooh. Data and all that. Faco then, currently leading the way by about 1/10 of a second over Quibus. We have reserve driver Sven Nijam? We'll just call him Sven. Currently 3rd, just behind Quibus. Formula Cringe in the Alpine, currently P4. Yeah, we see him coming into the pits, whilst Leonard now takes provisional pole position. Bradley, a very, very fast driver. He's taken pole at least 3 times this season. Unfortunately, like I said, last time out, no idea. Evidently, he didn't do quite so well, given that he only has 60 points in the championship, where he had a straight 50 after the first 2 rounds. Coming through Sector 2 then, the rather tricky left-right chicane of turns 14 and 15, I think? I never remember these things. Goes purple with a 102.190. Faker has retired, seems to be happy with that time. 127.736, that isn't bad. And Bradley now goes 3/10 faster than Leonard. And that's just the sort of pace he has. He is lightning quick. Those of you who know... Oh, Leonard spins! Oh, that was a close... Keeps us out of the wall. Bit too much throttle on the exit of the final corner. That is just an in-lap though, so it won't really matter too much, I don't think. But yes, people who have watched these streams on the channel before ought to know that Leonard is a pretty fast driver, but Bradley just seems to be another caliber ahead. currently only 16 drivers. Unfortunately, we had a few dropouts from the league already. We had Weiss Racing for the first 2 rounds, then he's gone and buggered off again. I think he had another disagreement, which seems to happen a lot with Weiss. So his replacement for the time being, at least, is Dave. Julian de Bowman in the Haas. I don't remember if this is the car he's meant to be driving, or if... Definitely we don't have Mokrain around tonight. Getting a bit squirrely through the chicane. 1033. Dave coming through. It's not the final corner, is it? But what might as well be the final corner. The hard braking zone at the end of the back straight. Across the line, 129.2. Next up, it's Julian. He should improve by almost 5 seconds. Goes P11 with a 128.6, and Dave immediately crashes. So that's all his hard work. All his hard work goes to waste, and he'll start dead last. For no good reason, really. No one's watching. Kind of predictable. I did share the stream. You know what? Let's just go. Make sure everybody knows about it. Everyone. Yes. Just make sure on things. It's meant to be Jurassic in the Haas. So Julian, definitely a reserve. Just not really feeling it tonight. Every cylinder that's... Ooh! Hang on, it's just looking quite dark. Almost misty. Is it? I think it's about to rain, or maybe it is rain. Weather could be playing a factor here. It's definitely very overcast. I don't see any rain. Maybe it's just the way the track looks. If anyone could tell me what the weather's like, not that anyone can, because there's only... Oh, there are some people watching here, so... Referee still in the pits. Yeah, the glass on the on the pit lane building is freaking out. If you can see, just beneath the word pit. On Afaree's number bar, I don't know what you call it. Coming out of the pits now, an Alpha Tauri. That is gonna be well done. No, limp. That's what he wanted to be called, isn't it? Limp in the number 15. It's a very strange number. Number 15. The lowest number in the lowest number that hasn't been used by any driver, which is quite odd. Everyone else wants to use like 2, 3, 4. They all want the double numbers, so like 11, 22, 33, 44. But no one wants 15. 2 people have had 99. Someone's had 98. Pascal Verlaine was 94. Stoffel Waffle Van Dorn was number 2. Danny Rick, obviously, number 3. Lando's number 4. Seb, number 5. Nico and Nikki, the 2 Nickies. Rosberg and Latifi, both number 6. Number 7 was Raikkonen. Number 8, Grosjean. Number 9, both Ericsson and Mazepin. Number 10, Pierre Gasly. Number 11, Checo Perez. Number 12, Felipe Nasr. Number 13, Pastor Maldonado. Number 14, Fernando Alonso, as Limp goes a bit sideways. And number 15, haven't been used. And then you go to number 16, Charles Leclerc. Number 17, Jules Bianchi, retired. Number 18, Stroll. Number 19, Felipe Massa. Number 20, Kevin Magnussen. Number 21, Esteban Gutierrez. Number 22, both Jenson Button and Yuki Tsunoda. Number 23, Alex Albon. 24, Guan Yu Zhou. Zhou Guan Yu. Afri on his way out of the pits now, finally. Number 25, Jean-Eric Verne. Yes, Verne. Number 26, Daniel Kvyat. 27, Hulkenberg. 28, Brendan Hartley. Then 29 hasn't been used even in a testing role, I don't think. Then number 30 is Jolyon Palmer, and after that it starts getting a bit patchy. Oh no. There we go. So 31 and 32 haven't been used. 33, Max Verstappen's normal racing number. 34, not used. 35, Sergei Sorokin. 36, no one's permanent number, has been used by Giovinazzi when he replaced Pascal Wehrlein for the first 2 races of 2017. 37, 38, 39, 38 or 9 has also been used as a temporary number. I think it was Pierre Gasly, or maybe it was Brendan Hartley, I don't remember. 40, also no one's permanent number, was used by Paul de Resta at the Hungarian Grand Prix 2017. Oh! Afri spins at the... right next to the fake marina, which is a real marina here in the game, but in real life it was a fake marina. Also, I think I can hear train horns in the background, which... I mean, American train horns, so going... brr, brr. I'm not sure about that. Well, Bradley has less than a minute. Not Bradley, Afri has less than a minute to get round the rest of the course and try and set a lap time here. He and his teammates are the only ones who haven't retired from the session yet. Afri, you've got 40 seconds to get to the finish line to start another lap. Should be able to do it, but you're gonna need to, well, put just, I can't remember the term. That's just typical. I had it. Something in your step. Quick in your... I don't know. 14 seconds to go. That should be more than enough time to get across the finishing line. And yes, there you go. 140.5. Obviously not representative. But he just needs to take it nice and easy to try and get a 129.207 at least. Otherwise he gets knocked out of the session. To the first of the back straights, which I so affectionately called another Lee stream, the back straight boys. Though this is the back isn't straight, so yeah, this one has bad posture because it's not straight. See, the other one perfectly straight. This one bad posture. Oh, the one we were just on anyway. through the chicane, has managed to not spin it, kept it out of the wall, and with any luck, this turn of the circuit should be decent. And into what is essentially the final corner. The trying ultimate? I don't know what you call the third to last corner, except third to last, and that should be, I think that was into P10. Oh yeah, above, into the top 10 even, what I was trying to say. P8 for Afri. So there we go. Bradley takes P1 for this session, and knocked out of the session Dave and Crazy Steve. Not so crazy now, are you? Now, where was I? Oh yes, race numbers. 41, 42, 43 not being used. 44, obviously Lewis Hamilton. 45, no one's permanent number, but it was used by Nick De Vries at the recent Italian Grand Prix. 46. Valentino Rossi. No. Don't think anyone's used that number. Same with 47, 48, 49, 50. 51 was used by Pietro Fittipaldi for the final two races of the 2020 season. 52, 53, 54. No, 53 was Alexander Rossi for a couple of rounds in 2015. 55, Carlos Sainz. 56, don't think that's anyone. 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, George Russell. 64, 65, 66, that's the only recurring number that hasn't been chosen by anyone. It's Julian de Bowman, first man out on track in the Haas. 67, 68, 69, no one's used that. Oddly enough. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, Valtteri Bottas. 78, 79, 80, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 88, both Rio Haryanto and Robert Kubica, and 89, Jack Aitken at the 2020 Sakir Grand Prix. 90, don't think anyone's used that. 91, 92, 93, 94, Pascal Wehrlein. 95, no one. 96, 97, 98, Roberto Merri. And 99, Adrian Sutil and Antonio Giovinazzi. And that's about it. There we go, I recited all the numbers just in time for Julian de Bowman to start his first flying lap of Q2. Oh, never mind. He won't be setting the benchmark today. Instead, that honour is going to go to Quibus, who possibly last week's winner? I don't know who won last week. Unfortunately, that's not knowledge for me. Let me just check something. Yep, there we go. That's fine. Never mind. I just had to make sure that I didn't click the wrong button there. The stream was possibly chugging a little bit before, but now it shouldn't be, as I've turned on performance mode on Streamlabs. Quibus now through Sector 2 into the twisty bits. Rather tricky, twisty section into the chicane, taking a lot of the inside curbs, darting all over the place, very close to the wall on the exit, and down the back straight with the good posture opens the DRS in the rear wing as he heads down to turn 237,000. Across the speed trap into the hard braking zone. Through essentially the final corner, past the pit entry line. Through the final corner, across the line, the benchmark is a 127.348. Next up, Ben Dixon, 127.9. Next we have Visine Hetmar. Not going to be pole position pace, but we shall see. It's a 128.9. Next we have Raijin and Afari. Afari across the line, 128.0. Raijin follows, and it's a 128.5. Next we have Sven goes P2. Leonard is coming through the sector 2. So it's Dan Edwin, the first of the Ferraris. Across the line, 128.459. That's not a great lap. Formula Cringe, P5. And next is Bradley, who does not... I think he may have invalidated. Unless it was an outlap. Yeah, he's invalidated somewhere. 142 is not a representative lap time. Leonard has also invalidated. Probably both are done it in the same place at the chicane underneath the highway interchange. Junction, whatever. So Quibus currently in P1 by about 4/10. So he's looking safe at the minute, but we'll see. Maybe he can hold on to it. But he's got stiff competition in the form of Bradley and Leonard. Leonard's coming to the pits. Bradley is going for it again. Well, look how close he was to the wall there, but he's not got a lot of battery left to do it. Look how much battery he's used. It's almost certainly because he aborted his previous lap quite late. So this lap is not going to be truly representative. You can see he's down below 10% battery already. He's going to be practically running on electrical fumes at the end of this lap. He has 6% battery. It's really low. He's not going to be getting a lot of boost. Still manages to go P1. What is this man on? How is he that quick? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Right, well. Julian then. He's not on his flying lap at the minute, he's on an out lap, but he's going for another attempt. After bottling his first attempt practically before it had even begun. So across the line, don't bottle it now, and he doesn't. A bit nice and steady, don't use too much throttle through the right-hander. Very nice, up to about 7th gear. He manages to keep it in 7th gear. Usually you shift down to 6th. But I think the gameplay meta these days is to try and stay in as high a gear as you possibly can, because the traction you get from it is just superior to if you were to actually properly drive the car. Because Cody's ruined the handling a little while back, and I don't know why they did that. Everything was fine before. I had a handle on it, and they're just never happy with the handling, are they? Getting a bit wobbly through the chicane. Julian is. Leonard has just begun his flying lap as it's Bradley coming into the pits. Julian, don't think he's going to be threatening P1 anytime soon, but you never know. He could have, this could be a monster lap, which would be rather unfortunate because he would need to put in that monster lap in Q3, right when it would count. It's not going to count. It's 128.1, definitely not threatening the top echelons today. Going back to Leonard then, as he's completed Sector 1 in a 38... Oh, he's aborted already.
At least he's done it early, but he needs to make sure that that his battery isn't using up energy.
He's not using hot lap mode. Don't think he is. Quibus and Bradley both happy with their laps there. Leonard still has to get a lap time on the board. He's at risk at the minute. 4 drivers will be knocked out of this session, unless the game has anything to say about it. And in the danger zone at the minute, Luke GDI, Leonard Limp, Visine Hetmar. Both of the AlphaTauris, and a championship contender here as Leonard gets a bit onto the power a bit too early. We'll keep out the telemetry for now, actually. Into turn 1 and 2, and then through the long right of turn 3. Down towards turn 4, and then 5, and then 6, which kind of turns into 7. I don't know if this counts as a turn. It's more of a kink to me. And we've lost track already. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Something tells me that there's
Somehow 19 corners on this track when I count 18. Ooh, yellow flag, that's just Raijin. No, not Raijin. Afari going slowly. Oh, very close. Going a bit slideways through the chicane. Dan Edwin trying to provide a slipstream to Leonard here. It's not worked out too well there. But hopefully it's helped enough. And obviously that's just practice run for the real deal, the main event in Q3. 4 minutes to go as Leonard. That is close, but no cigar. It's only P2. 0.128 of a second away. At least he's beaten Quibus. As Dan Edwin goes for another attempt, he's in the danger zone. Less than, about 41 thousandths ahead of Raijin, who isn't out of the pits at the minute. But there is certainly a margin that Raijin could overtake. Visine Hetmar beginning another flying lap, or maybe he's just completed one. He's not got a lot of battery left at all. In fact, he's using it quite a lot. Limp in the meanwhile. 10 seconds to go. Opens the DRS now. Down towards the third to last corner. Look, car looks oddly slow. I'm having issues with the chat on my phone. Stop. Anyway, through the final corner. And he manages to do a 1:28.0. So every driver has a time on the board. Someone else has put a lap time in as well. I think that... I don't know who it was, but now Julian is the one in the danger zone. Cringe in a bit of a pickle. Oh, more things going. What? Cringe is... Oh, Luke. Okay, Luke has put in a lap time at some point. He's now P10. So Julian, Formula Cringe. Ah, I see. Hang on. No, I'm still lost. So, okay. So Luke in the danger zone. Julian, Formula Cringe, Raijin, and Visine Hetmar in the knockout zone. And I don't think Visine Hetmar is going to get out in time to set another lap. So I think Visine Hetmar is out. Raijin out as well. Yes, I see what happened. Dan Edwin did improve his lap time. I wasn't paying attention, so he's done a 1:27.8. He is now safe. Yeah, definitely. Vizon Hetmar has run out of time here. There's no way he's getting another lap in.
So Raijin, with just about a minute to go on the clock, starts his flying lap now.
He'll be shortly followed by Limp,
who invalidated his previous lap, but he's going for it again. He doesn't have the time. Then there's Julian, who's on a flying lap at the minute. He could get into the top 10 here, and he does. P5. That's pushed Luke back down into the knockout zone, and Limp now on the precipice. Luke, he's not going to get another lap in. I don't think he has enough time. Ben Dixon has invalidated. He's got 20 seconds to start another lap if he wants. It's going to be tight on the energy front.
But he needs to make sure he's safe. He is at risk. Formula Cringe. No, that wasn't Cringe, that was Luke. Formula Cringe is up. There's a stupid moth in my room. Luke, yeah, he's done. Luke is out of Q2. First across the line then is going to be Raijin. He is up 2.5 tenths through Sector 2. McLaren, where is he going to go? Can he get out of the bottom 4? No, he can't. Raijin is knocked out. Limp. He's slightly down through Sector 2. Can he make up the time through Sector 3? Can he do it? Can he do it? He has slightly improved. Luke, Raijin, Vizon Hetmar all out. Can Cringe get out of Q2 here? No, he can't. He lost time through Sector 3. Sectors 2 and 3. So that's your bottom 4, ladies and gents. Luke, GDI, Raijin, Formula Cringe, and Vizon Hetmar all knocked out. Everyone else is safe. Okay. Oh, that's not right. I'm not meant to be showing the display. There we go. Just doing a bit of moderation on my chat.
For whatever reason, the chat is not working on my phone, so maybe if I restart the app. That's a good shout. First man out on track then is gonna be Bradley in the Mercedes. And it's not gonna be that far behind with Faco in the Red Bull. Ooh, that's... If it was real life, I would be in need of new underwear.
Oh, controller, don't do that, come on.
Everyone came out at more or less the same time.
Most of the people came out like moth. Aha! Catch you. I don't see you squished on my hand. Good, I have to eat moth juice.
There we go. That's working now.
As for your inquiry limits, no, I don't think anyone in real Formula 1 has driven the number 43. I mean, sure, you've driven number 43, but, well, you're not a real Formula 1 driver, are you?
And thus his dreams were shattered.
So, it's a good shout that Bradley here is going to take P1, provisional pole and probably out-pole outright. But don't discount Leonard yet, though he is in front of his teammate. So that's not what he would really want.
Yes, phone, I know.
So Bradley begins his flying lap. The soft shod I almost called it a McLaren Mercedes. In turn 3.
Yeah, he dives down to 6th gear like I usually do. Will he go down to 5th? No, he goes down to 4th.
I think he meant to go 3rd. I don't remember. Maybe that's his special technique. Maybe that's where he goes faster. He shifts down an additional gear. Something, I don't know.
I could learn a thing or two from him, but then I'd have to learn a thing or two from every unicum from everything. Because I always want to be the best. Still not found that thing I excel at. Whatever it is, and I really hope that it's not sewer worker.
I don't want to find out that I wouldn't be the world's best sewage worker, because that would be... well, I wouldn't be worth living for. I'm not into that. No thanks. Anyway, Bradley, look how close he was to the wall there. That was really inches from millimeters from disaster as he goes 126.887. Leonard will be following him, has followed him. He's still about 1.5 tenths off. His teammate Dan Edwin will be across the line next, 127.3. It's just not quite as close as he would like to be. I keep yawning. Affery next across the line, 127.319. Mega lap time. I would probably still be putting in Q1 lap times if it was me, because I'm not a very good driver. Ooh, Quibus did not get a valid time, or maybe he invalidated at some point, so he's going again. Go again.
But he's going to run out of battery. He is running out of battery. He's almost at the threshold of 10% now. Yeesh. Not an easy position to be in. Oh, and I thought he was going to cut the corner there. Manages not to. Not that it's going to help too much. There's 20% of the battery left, but it's not going to last for very long. And he hits 10%. The lights on the rear of his car start blinking, signifying nothing. Signifying that he is running extremely low on the energy reserves. It's gonna be Q1. Oh no, it's not that bad of a lap time. Still manages to go P6 ahead of Dan Edwin, who didn't run out of energy. Yikes. So there's about 1.8 seconds separating the top 10 here. Where is Steve? Steve was knocked out in Q1. Bradley on another outlap with less than 6 minutes in the session to go. You'd think he was on a flying lap the way he's pushing that car. Maybe he's trying to get 3 laps in? Not sure why. I need 3 laps. But who knows, maybe he has a spare set of tyres. You see, the two Ferraris have gone out at different times. And it's too early for Dan Edwin to provide a slipstream to Leonard here. Even looked at Faco for a little while. He's currently P4 behind the limp. The stranger who came out of nowhere and is now P3 at the minute. Faco had a aborted lap attempt, but he's going for another attempt now, trying to improve that 1:27.270. Also someone who's just started their flying lap, Leonard, and Bradley started his about 25 seconds ago. Riding the curb on the exit of turn 80,000. Got your hopes up, mate. I don't think Steve is that good. Especially not when Bradley and Leonard are around. You never know, though. There could be chaos and Steve could win. Is it raining? Maybe this is why they're trying to get their second lap in quickly. I think it has started to rain. It's difficult to tell, though. It's really difficult to tell. Yes, it is raining. Don't mind the double upper. It's just the game being strange. So Bradley, can he improve his lap time? He can, but it's not by a huge amount. And Leonard has aborted? Yes, he has, but he's still got time. But of course, it's the track. Conditions are gonna get wetter and wetter, and he's coming in. No, yes, he's undecided. He locked up on the way in. He didn't know what he wanted to do. I think he's done. I think that is almost certainly Bradley on pole here. Not unless Leonard can get out again. Can anyone else improve their lap time here? In these gradually worsening conditions, Dan Edwin practically sailing through the final corner. And DRS is disabled. Yes, the weather has rapidly deteriorated. That's it then. Bradley is on pole as Avery gets a bit sideways on the beginning of the straight. No one's going to be able to improve their lap time now. It's amazing that Bradley was able to improve his lap time at all. Things have just not gone too well for some of these guys. Leonard robbed by the weather. Faco robbed by the weather. Look at him, he's doing 127. Yeah, 127 just passed. Everyone's going to come in. Everyone's going to more than likely retire. There's still a couple of minutes left in the session. But it doesn't matter. That's the session done. Bradley takes pole position ahead of Leonard. Limp on the second row alongside Faco. Third row, Afri and Quibus. Fourth row, Dan Edwin and Ben Dixon. And the fifth row, the Haas pair of Julian de Bowman and Sven. We wait.
Yeah, Steve is rather incredulous with Skippy. You think I'm gonna win? He says. I heard someone say, "How about now?" That was weird. I hope that was just part of the game. Anyway, Bradley, P1, Leonard, P2, Limp, P3, Faco, P4, Affery, P5, Quibus, P6, Dan Edwin, P7, Ben Dixon, P8, Julian, P9, and Sven, P10. Ah yes, the 5 is meant to be an Arabic sound that I can't pronounce, so it's more of an phlegm. What the hell? Someone's in the lobby, I think. In the lobby, making noises. I think. Who's Nicola? Yeah, I need to. Let's just make sure that all the voice chat is off. That it says 0, but I can still apparently hear someone. Push to talk on, mute by default, voice chat ducking. It's all off, so I shouldn't be able to hear anyone. And the chat is broken on on the phone again. So, formation lap, and we're going with the immersive one again. You know, it was really nice to have the broadcast formation lap, because then we'd have a proper starting camera. For whatever reason, with the immersive formation lap, it just we don't get the proper starting camera. It just breaks. I don't know what's happened. I don't know why that happens. Very irritating. Anyway, 29 laps ahead of us. Oh, why am I so tired? And oddly enough, majority of drivers starting on the hard tyres. We only have 4 drivers starting on mediums. Leonard, Faco, Dan Edwin, and Ryzine Hepnar. Now Leonard, obviously hoping to use that softer rubber to get a better launch off the line and, well, take the lead. He's going to need it because he's clearly second best compared to this guy. Faco also certainly going to try and hope the same. For those of you who don't remember, Leonard, Season 1 champion. Gerwin, Season 2 champion. He's not here. He hasn't raced in ages. I think he's just fucked off. Faco, the Season 3 champion. Oh, that's trippy. That's trippy. I think I preferred the blackness. Ivan, the Season 4 champion. He's not here today. I just realised. So Steve has taken Ivan's car. So, Season 5 will decide our champion, another champion, and, well, Bradley, not leading the way at the minute. Quibus is, but, well, Quibus I don't think is going to be much of a threat for very long. There's Bradley on pole, and an incredibly imperious driver. There's Dave. Ooh, some different angles down the grid. 5 lights coming on for the Grand Prix to begin. It's lights out and away we go. And does Leonard get that amazing start? They make contact on the entrance to turn 1. And Leonard does get the jump on Bradley, as Faco does on Limp. There we go, very nicely does it. Faco also possibly going to try and get his way past Bradley as well. The softer rubber definitely going to be working a bit better in these early stages. We've got a yellow flag, that's Visine Hetmar. He spun just before the marina section. Ooh, just don't hit the microphone. Don't worry, it wasn't a clap of thunder again. Faco gonna try and go around the outside of Bradley, but it gets cut off. Can he do it into the twisty-turny section? No, he's been forced wide. Excellent defending from Bradley, who knows that he just needs to get his hard tyres up to temperature, and then he can start to challenge properly. Different lines through the chicane for the two drivers. I think Bradley just clumped the wall a little bit there. Already 1.2 seconds, 1.3 seconds adrift of Leonard. I think he definitely clumped the wall. He's lost out quite a bit here. Can Faco make a dive up the inside? No, he can't. But he's right up the diffuser of that Mercedes. Could the Mercedes have picked up a little bit of damage from that wall tap? 1.6 seconds already is the gap to Leonard at the end of lap 1. We've got cars coming into the pits already. Sven into the pits possibly for a broken front wing. We shall wait to confirm that. That is... yes, that's a broken front wing. Right, oh, another yellow flag in Sector 1. That is the other Haas of Julian de Bowman, who has made a bit of a whoopsie, and now he's down into 14th position, ahead of only his teammate Sven and the AlphaTauri of Visine Hetmar. Currently, Faco still hounding Bradley, who really is looking very uncomfortable. Oh, he gets a bit of a snap of oversteer through turn 12 or something. I think Faco has just picked up a warning there as well. He's... oh! Gets too much on the power though for Faco! And that's gonna hurt his attempts to try and get past Bradley. Has to use up some of his energy to catch back up. And it's looking a bit like a three-way battle even for P2 here. Bradley looking very off the pace. Yes, indeed, 130.7 for Leonard. Bradley, though, has, I think, got his tyres up to temperature, as he is now keeping the gap rather steady around 2.1 seconds. And Faco will have the DRS on this lap. And he's dropped limp. Is it enough? Oh, Crazy Steve has had a spin. That's the Red Bull now in 14th position, as Luke GDI has made a pit stop, possibly for a new front wing. Faco then has the DRS. I think, is he gonna wait? Is he gonna wait? He's not gonna wait. He's going up the inside of the Mercedes and takes P2 from our effective championship leader. And now Faco has to use... oh wow, that is... oh, he's just cut that corner too. Oh, and look at the snap that Bradley gets. Though Bradley is going to have the DRS down this back straight here. Though Faco now has to try and use these medium tyres to build as much of a gap as he can. But is this primary strategy going to work here? Where is Bradley's alternate strategy going to be the winning formula in Formula 1? Oh, Faco has now just put in the fastest lap of the session. He did have the assistance of the DRS, 130.643. That is... what's this lap? About 600ths quicker than Leonard's previous time. Position changes then. Luke and Sven both 5 positions down. Dave up 6 positions. And Formula Cringe up 4. He's currently occupying P9. Raijin has stayed level. Crazy Steve comes into the pits, probably to change a front wing that is damaged. And you can see the advantage that of the medium tyres
has allowed Faco to stay ahead of Bradley here through the isn't back straight. The back isn't straight. Back straight with bad posture. He's looked very clean through the chicane, and that's allowed Bradley to catch up a little bit. He gets the DRS down the true back straight, the back straight with a good posture. Oh god, that's so trippy. The ground cover is really funny. Now, Bradley, well, he's able to keep pace as Dan Edwin gets past Quibus, P5, just about actually. Can he hold it into turn 1? Quibus has the inside and he's fighting back. Can he keep on to it? Yes, he can. Dan Edwin, I think, made an opportunistic dive. It didn't quite work out, and the fight for P5 continues. Oh, getting into the mix though is Ben Dixon in this little fray, possibly. Oh, Dan Edwin breaking on a bit on the brakes. Now Quibus will have not Quibus, but Dan Edwin will have the DRS. He's using his energy, a lot of energy. He's got less than 10%. Flies past the Alfa Romeo into turn 900,001. But that's now going to give Quibus a superlative advantage down the back straight. Faco under immense threat from Bradley. He hasn't been able to hold on to P2 for very long, and Bradley now trying to get his mojo back. But Faco's still very much in the mix. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 2. There's been a crash between Sven and Luke. Or was there a crash? Doesn't look like there's any damage in these cars. Maybe there was just a bit of a... maybe one of them got surprised by the other. Who knows? I might be about to sneeze. So... yeah, I'm gonna sneeze at any moment now. I think. Quibus, meanwhile, fighting with Ben Dixon. Oh, Dan Edwin's going round! Dan Edwin has overcooked his tyres and he's overcooked his car, and now he's plummeting down the order. That is disaster for the Ferrari team. Ben Dixon, meanwhile, gonna try and get past Quibus here, going around the outside with the assistance of the DRS. Quibus has the inside though. Can he defend the inside? Yes, he turned to the outside and back to the inside, and he manages to keep ahead for the chicane. But Ben Dixon once again going to get the DRS down the main back straight. I need a drink. Ben Dixon almost certainly going to get P5 here. Wet the whistle. And yes, there we go. Ben Dixon takes P1, not P1, P5 from Quibus, who's now under threat from Affery. But can Quibus take back P5 from Ben Dixon into turn 1? No, not quite. Not quite. Bradley, meanwhile, has been putting in some stonking laps, and he's dropping Faco. So his hard tyres have definitely caught up. Got up to temperature, and now he's closing the gap to Lennart by a tenth or two a lap. Oh dear. And we've lost the chat again. That's fantastic. Stupid bots coming into the chat, so I need to, I don't know, do something. Oh, Ben Dixon getting a bit of a tank slapper
through the chicane. That's going to leave him extremely vulnerable on the main straight. Indeed, Quibus going to get the DRS. He has the DRS and he sails past that Aston Martin like it's just powered by a sail. If we get a safety car, I'm going to take the opportunity to ban that bot from my chat. So, ooh, Ben Dixon trying to fight back, hugging the diffuser of the Alfa Romeo, and he's trying to go around the outside. Is there going to be contact? No, there's not. Ben Dixon valiantly fighting. Yeah, it's not going to work out here. Formula Cringe now entering the fray. Ooh, pardon me, that's the gas from that bottle of water just chugged. Oh, is Ben Dixon going round? No, it looked like he was about to go round. This fight for P5 absolutely grappling at the minute. And yes, we can see Quibus running low on energy towards the end of the straight there. Ben Dixon has lost time through Sector 2. Not using his energy he's just relying on the DRS here, so bit of mutual attack and defense. It's a bit of a DRS train behind Quibus here. Bradley, I have no words for this performance. He's barely used any energy, but Faco has had to use all of his to try and keep up. Bradley has briefly closed the gap to about 2.8 seconds. How is he doing this? Well, certainly Leonard's tyre's gonna be feeling second-hand sooner than Bradley's. But of course Leonard's gonna have the fresher tyres sooner. Still could go either way, but that gap is dropping ever so slightly, and Faco doing his best to keep within Bradley's DRS, but it's getting tougher and tougher, and has he just dropped out? Oh, that was very close. I think this is going to be his last opportunity to stay inside of DRS range as Luke goes wide at the Marina section. Still, the Quibus choo-choo train is going on time, but Quibus definitely running low on energy. As we can see, yep, less than 10% energy. Ben Dixon starting to get a little tired of staring at that Alfa Romeo's rear wing, and he uses his energy to dive up the inside. And he's not going to be able to make it stick, though. It's not the greatest overtaking point. And his battery is now a few percent worse off than it was before. As Limp gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Oh, and I think Ben Dixon's made a mistake. Has that opened the door for Formula Cringe? Indeed it has! Formula Cringe has now taken... Well, oh no! What happened there? Not certain what happened to Cringe there. I'm gonna be able to get the replay in just a few minutes, see what on earth happened to the Alpine. Possibly some desync. It looks like he may have been pit maneuvered by Ben Dixon there, which obviously was not Ben Dixon's intention, but now Ben Dixon, after that little fight, is not inside of Quibus' DRS range, but is inside of Afari's. Unfortunately, he's on the wrong side of it. And now Ben Dixon's going to lose another position. Actually, he's going to lose the same position twice in one lap.
Okay. Oh, another yellow flag. That is Dave, the other Aston Martin. I don't think it was anything too much. It was just a brief yellow flag. There we go. As I predicted, Faco has now dropped out of the second margin of Bradley. I think he actually just had a mistake or something there. Because now he's dropped Bradley by a huge amount of tenths in just a few seconds, really. So now Leonard under threat from Bradley here. Now I'm going to... The stream's just gonna go black as I ban this bot. Try to... How do I ban him? How do I ban the bot? Remove. Hide user. Yeah, that should work. Okay, hopefully it's not properly banned. Oh, Leonard into the pits. As is Faco. Just in time. So the lead driver and the third place driver getting for new tyres. Faco trying to, hopefully, gonna regain some of that energy. Now they'll be faster than Bradley. But of course Bradley still has a ways to go on that set of hard tyres. So Limp now inherits P2, Quibus in P3, Affery P5. Oh, and Leonard getting side by side with Ben Dixon, who doesn't stand a chance, not on those tyres that are. Since the beginning of the race, 11 laps on. Using his DRS though, and getting a bit cheeky. Trying to make the move on Leonard there. The other Ferrari of Dan Edwin under threat from Julian. Oh, cringe! He's had another mistake. He's spun again. Oh, it was going so well. Oh, cringe. And he's just turned to the pits as well, I think. Also into the pits for even new tyres again? Crazy Steve. He's just being lapped. Leonard then going to try and make his way past Affery. He could see the superior grip of these fresh hard tyres. Was able to close a huge amount into the braking zone. But he's still got to get past Affery. Oh no! Oh, that was very, very close to going extremely wrong. And it would not be the first race this season where Leonard has binned it all by himself. Fortunately, he didn't bin it, and Affery gonna get out of the way for the effective leader. But Affery will be quite happy to take a free DRS, I think, down the back straight. Let's just take a look at the leader time, and yes, Leonard definitely inside of the pit stop margin, so Bradley gonna hope that they either get a safety car or yeah, he's... Oh, there's another yellow flag. That's Steve getting out of the way as he's being lapped, so that's... I thought that was the other Red Bull of Faco, who's just got past Julian. Ooh. And Leonard's closing in on Quibus. And so yet again, going to be another session driver who will be fairly easily dispatched. Quibus keep out of the way. Well, he's currently leading the championship, Phoebus, so maybe he's not going to be feeling too happy about this. Is he going to make it difficult? Well, he's running extremely low on energy. Leonard is going to make the dive up the inside, and Quibus is going to fight back. So Quibus providing a bit of a roadblock, but eventually he has to yield. He's going to take that DRS down the back straight though. And that has actually cost Leonard a little bit of time. The gap was about 15 seconds, now it's 16. Now that he's outside of... Now that he's in front of the traffic rather than behind it, he'll be able to make some inroads on Bradley's lead. Oh, yellow flag again. And I can't help but think it was Cringe again. What has happened to Cringe here? I think his tyres have overheated from the first thingamajig spin. Another yellow flag briefly. Quaisine Hetmar into the pits now. It's just a handful of drivers left to pit. Baker not quite making the same inroads as Lennox, though, of course, he doesn't have quite as much battery to play with. Oh! What happened to Leonard? I did see a yellow flag. Maybe that was Leonard. Because now he's lost 3 seconds or so to Bradley. And he's behind Quibus, Afri and Bendixson again. So what happened there? I will be able to actually go back a little bit. Let's see what happened. As Bendixson does come into the pits now. So I wasn't paying attention. So he got past. I don't know what happened there. I was looking at him when it happened. Oh, and it's happening again, almost. So it happened right in front of me, but I was looking at the mini-map when Cringe went off, and I didn't notice that Leonard had actually gone off as well, and he almost went off again. So that's not going to be helping Leonard's case. Bradley will be really quick when he gets onto his fresh, not hard, medium tyres. Oh, that's a possible disaster for Leonard there. Yeah, that gap is, I think is it growing? It's definitely not gotten smaller. Yeah, I think it has grown a bit. That's just a disaster. Oh, and that's Cringe again. As Quibus finally comes into the pits. Cringe, your tyres are evidently cooked. You need to either take it easy or you need to put on some new ones. More drivers into the pits now, and Cringe has actually retired! He's crashed! And that's a safety car! Which is exactly what Bradley needs. And that is absolute double disaster for Leonard, who is almost 22 seconds behind Bradley, but at least it will give Leonard an opportunity to put on some new tyres so they can be
on equal footing of a sort.
Will he pit for new tyres again?
Well, Limp and Afri are going to probably... In fact, yes, they will take... What's the word? Advantage? Take it? No, it's not take advantage. Benefit, that's it. They will benefit from this safety car because Quibus, their main rival, pit under racing conditions, whilst Afri and Limp will be able to pit under safety car conditions. So Quibus is lost out here. And yes, Leonard is stopping for new tyres. Oh, and a new front wing. Bit of a disaster for Leonard then, as Faco has also... No, Faco is stopped. So that was Steve who has stopped. And Leonard now behind his teammate, Dan Edwin. Oh, Julian's crashed just behind us!
Ah, that's a disaster. Let's see what happened. Yeah, he just
Lost it through the corner. Got a tank slapper, overcorrected, and slammed into the Tech Pro.
So I can't help but feel that Bradley's probably going to win this one. I don't think he's definitely not had a clean sweep.
But yeah, he's not going to be threatened by Faco, who's on used hards. Nor is he going to be threatened by Limp and Afri and Quibus or Benson, because they're all on, well, they're all just not as good as him. His nearest rival is Leonard on soft tyres, who could make some inroads, but he's not. He's got to get those to last. Who knows how many laps? We'll see. Right. So we'll just be waiting a few laps, waiting for the cars at the back of the pack to catch up. We're going to be waiting for Luke GDI, who is 14 seconds behind Dave, who is 6 seconds behind Sven, who is 8 seconds behind Vizine Hetmar. And then it's Rygen, who is 18 seconds behind Douglas. I don't think so. Unless he's been lapped, possibly. No, he can't be lapped.
it would say.
Steve has been lapped and saying he's 1 minute and 10 seconds behind. He's dead. That's going to be a glitch of some sort. Rygen is not 18 seconds. Yeah, that's definitely bugged. I mean, how can he be 18 seconds behind Lennox but only 17 seconds behind Bradley? So we'll be going over the start-finish line at some point. And yeah, there you can see some of the
Interval times are a bit bugged.
go over the start-finish line and things should sort themselves out. Should.
close to the field. Yes, there we go. It has been fixed. And Crazy Steve is actually 1 minute 28 seconds behind. Yeah, definitely lacked. Ooh, Luke pits again. Okay.
Don't know why.
I don't really have anything to talk about anymore. Just waiting for the safety car to end. Just waiting for the whole thing to end, really. Nice. Oh, Bradley! Don't do that. It might hit the wall, but then again, you're on a Mercedes, so I don't care if you hit the wall. Safety car is in this lap then. Bradley will be leading the pack away. Ben Dixon and Quibus made contact, though Ben Dixon is the one who gets penalised. Yikes. Stupid spit cover on the microphone.
I mean, come on, how does that happen?
What, the fucking screws fail. Anyway, Bradley then backing that pack up. And he's bolting now. Is that someone into the pits already? Yes, there is indeed someone into the pits. It is Limp, who I think has had a bit of a collision with someone. He's lost out then.
And let's see how things go on further down the field.
Dave also... Oh, yes, Dave has had a spin at turn 2. Now, Bradley's just going to streak away into the distance now. Leonard, though, going up the inside of Ben Dixon. Just take a brief look at the penalties. And yes, Ben Dixon, oh, he's unlucky there with 8 seconds of penalties. Limp also has 8 seconds. 3 seconds each for Dave, Sven, Ryjin, and Afri. Leonard might be he's definitely having a look up the inside of Afri. He's going to have the grip on the medium shod McLaren, and it's going to turn into the inside for the chicane. Very nicely does it. The soft rubber helping him here. 1.1 seconds to Quibus in front. Faco just losing touch to Bradley, doing his best almost certainly, but just falling further and further behind. Gap. Lennox has already closed it by about 3 tenths, but still getting a bit too antsy on the throttle. Right on board with the Ferrari for a lap, I guess. See what he can do. How much he can catch up to the Alfa Romeo in front. He definitely needs to do this. But his soft tyres have been on for a little while now, and I don't think they're going to be feeling too good, as I think Limp has had a spin by himself. Lennox not making the same inroads that he would like to be making. DRS, of course, not enabled. Of course, is what I was looking for. So what can Leonard do on these tyres, which might be feeling a little second hand? Well, he can see Faco on these 10-lap-old hards. He's plummeting, kind of like Charles Leclerc at Great Britain 2022. And Lewis Hamilton, Netherlands 2022. And Abu Dhabi 2021, because apparently not fitting new tyres was a farce. I mean, that was Mercedes' fault. So, anyway, Quibus and Faco being held up by Quibus and Lennart even being held up by Faco, whose hard tyres have definitely, well, they're not past their prime, but they're definitely not the kind of tyres you would have wanted to stay out on. The gap between Faco and Bradley, now 3.5 seconds, give or take. No, that's just growing, actually. So Quibus, first in line to make an attack on Sir Faco of Ways. He's not quite able to make the move at the minute. He's using his energy to get the DRS down the bad posture straight. As will Lennart, but they're forming a bit of a DRS train. Can Quibus make the move? No, he backs off. And Lennart with the superior grip here. At least it should be superior grip for now. Look at them. They're bunching up like an accordion there. Faco, I think, is going to get overtaken here. Quibus and Lennart hot on his heels. Bradley's win is undisputed at this point. There's no way he's going to lose. Quibus gets past Faco quite easily. Lennart has to settle for 4th for now. He's going to get a second bite of the DRS cherry. No, it's Faco who's going to be most in line to take advantage. That's close! And Lennart has to back out of the attack. Oh, Ben Dixon has not crashed. He's pulled into the pit lane to retire. So Lennart now, he's lost a bit of time thanks to that almost collision with Faco, who was his teammate last season at Alfa Romeo. He was fighting tooth and nail for that championship, right down to the wire, but in the end it was Ivan who took it all. Took the winner's champagne. He was just in a different league that season. Though some of the drivers have had difficulty adapting to this year's game. Bradley, though, clearly hasn't. He's just in another league. We should give him his own league. Oh, Lennart! He's picked up his first corner-cutting penalty of the session. He's just been pushing a bit too hard. So he's going to lose out. That's really unlucky. And at the minute, it's Quibus who's going to finish P2, and see, he'll keep hold of his effective lead in the championship. So Quibus is running low on the energy. And Faco, possibly incensed by seeing Lennart's penalty. At least he should know that Lennart has a penalty. So maybe he's starting to drive the wheels off that Red Bull a little bit more. Try and stay ahead of Lennart. Do his best to stay ahead of Lennart because the two drivers behind him both have penalties. So Faco's still on course for P3 here, even if they both overtake him. The gap has to be 3 seconds behind to ensure they keep their position, and Limp has crashed or spun at turn 2. Lennart's getting very close to Faco's diffuser there. Is Faco going to get out of the way? I don't think so. I think he was using his energy to try and stay ahead of Lennart. Getting close. Not close enough. No cigar at this point. Leonard gonna be feeling rather frustrated and has to back out of the attack again. He's just so much better on the brakes than Afri. Gonna try and make his move around the outside, and I reckon Leonard's tyres starting to feel a bit second-hand at the minute now. 8-lap-old softs. Sure, they've only been spending about half of that time attacking, but you do still wear your tyres underneath the safety car, and I think he has worn them too much. And in fact, Leonard, I think, yes, Leonard has lost out to Afri here. Just about. He didn't have the DRS. He's now letting his teammates attack, maybe? So Dan Edwin also on old hard tyres, so they're not going to be doing too well either. Great, from leading the race to P7, and now P6 actually, that might be the best he can do now. We've got 3.5 seconds to Luke GDI, which is essentially half a second. To his credit, Dan Edwin is fighting with Afri. Ooh, has he made the move stick? Yes, he has, somehow. Not an odd one, but Afri has the battery power. You can see, Dan Edwin's lights flashing on the back of his car. Less than 10% battery to use. Afri has about 30%. I'll be honest, my voice is starting to feel a bit off. Tired. I can almost go to bed. It's not been a particularly exciting race, if I'm honest. Not been keeping me on the edge of my seat. Fake still keeping Prius honest on these ancient hard tyres though. Faco could still get a sneaky P2 here, which I think would be his best result of the season. Like I said, I don't know exactly what happened at Imola, though it's gonna be a tight one. Yellow flag again, that was limp. It's been a bit of a day to forget for Limp. I think he was doing quite well, and then he's just one incident under the safety car, broke off his front wing, and that was that. And he faces getting lapped if the race goes on any longer, but it's not going to go on for much longer. There's only 2 laps left. Faco has those 2 laps to try and get back past Quibus, as Leonard has pit ostensibly for fastest lap attempt. Try and snatch that point away from Bradley. I think it's Bradley who has it at the minute. Yes, indeed it is. But that's going to sacrifice even more points. I just can't help but feel that Leonard's championship season is undergoing the Ferrari curse, as Faco has the DRS, gets pushed wide by Quibus. Was there contact there? Don't think so. Quibus desperate to hold on to P2 here, but not if he takes that much curb. Both these drivers not got a lot of energy left, so this battle going to be decided purely by DRS. Faco is out of energy. Quibus is not. But Faco has the straight line speed. He has the position. But Quibus pulls the switch back. Quibus still able to hold on. He has the DRS now. That's pulled off to perfection. And Faco has just used up way too much of his energy. Quibus doing some excellent defending here. Even if the medium tyres, so he does have just a bit better grip. Of course, the tyres are going to be
fading a bit faster than the hards, but well, the hards are going to be quite old, and that's not going to help Faco. 1 lap left. This is the final lap. Bradley is going to win. 9 seconds ahead of everyone. Faco has the DRS again. Just can't help but feel that he's making the move too early. There's a bit of contact between the two. Not too much, just some love taps. It's going to turn back into a Quibus DRS. DRS for Quibus. Got the energy. Both drivers dumping their ERS. Quibus, though, has the DRS. Can he hold on to it? He doesn't have any energy left. Neither does Faco. It's gonna be a battle to the line as Bradley takes the victory. Quibus pushes Faco wide. And Faco is gonna have to settle for P3. What a battle for P2 in the end. And Dan Edward gets P4. Affery P5. Luke P6. Leonard could be about to get a fastest lap here. He does not, and loses P9. So he pitted for nothing. He got within 2/10 of Bradley's best time, and it still wasn't enough. He was on soft tyres and he got beaten by a car. I think he did that time on mediums. So Leonard hoped to grab 2 points. Well, he was in 5th at one point. 4th, 5th. Can't help but feel Leonard just pulled a Ferrari strategy there. Yeah, Leonard, he switched to Ferrari, and now the Ferrari strategies are real. Prancing horse. Sinking seahorse. Limp's tyres are very cooked. I think there's just enough time in the oven. In fact, Limp had a better fastest lap than Leonard. What? Oh dear. It's just not Leonard's game. Well, there we go. Bradley takes victory. Again. 3rd time in the season. Join us next week for Bradley's 4th win of the season and Leonard's next bout of Ferrari bad luck. Quibus is going to hold on to P1 in the championship, though he's going to lose 7 points to Bradley, so it's actually it might be 8 points. Oh, good. Not good. Yeah, Bradley did lose the championship lead, but it won't be for very long. Faco will take P3. I think that's his best result of the season. Dan Edwin P4, Afri P5, Luke P6, Sven P7, Rajan P8, Vizine Hitmar P9, and Leonard P10 after he threw it all away. Dave will finish P11, Limp 12th, Crazy Steve 13th, and then Ben Dixon, Julian, and Formula Cringe failed to finish. What flag is that? Serbian. Oh. Okay.
Yes, we can end the session now. I wish I could just leave of my own accord, but no, I have to wait for the session to end. Okay. We're done now. Finally. Apparently I failed to join the session. Okay. Join us next week for Bradley's 4th win of the season and blah blah blah. Whatever. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. Take care, everyone, and until next time, good night.